So that's what happened. Alright, so I got these chips that were made with ghost pepper, basically. And it was like exactly sometimes they'll say ghost pepper something in the chips, but I don't think they really do that, they're just trying to exaggerate. These chips were actually made with ghost pepper. Alright, they were just literally made with ghost pepper. That was one of the ingredients. And it was ghost pepper powder, I think. And it was the tortilla chips, And it was covered with a thick layer of the shit, alright? So I'm eating them. I was eating them last night, I had a lot. I had them on my fingers and I forgot to wash my hands, alright? As a matter of fact, there was like the powder left, like the little crumbs. And I dumped that, And then, so I ate I emptied the bag, alright? Fingers covered in it. And I forgot to wash my hands, alright? I guess the dust just kind of fell off, but not all of it. So, then it's nighttime, alright? I'm laying down in bed, and all of a sudden, like, I feel like something gets in my eye, and I'm like, huh. So I go to rub my eye. that sting like a bee sting. That was a bitch. Just imagine you getting ghost pepper in your goddamn eye. It burned so bad that I just threw the blankets off and I ran to the bathroom, and I couldn't even really see what I was doing. I was grabbing things in the bathroom like this, and then I see like I was grabbing something and I'm like, what is this? And then I see it I just vaguely make out it says it's like for your eyes. So I'm like, good enough for me. And I do that, but I kept blinking and squinting. So then I had to wash my hands, hold my eye open. With my other hand, I was pouring it in. And then I'm like, ugh, I finally get it. Then what happened next was it still burned. So I look and I'm doing the same thing, and I find like these little eye drops, and I'm like, what is this? And then I finally see what it says, and I'm like, okay, good. I take the cap off, and I keep trying to pull the cap off, and I have trouble taking the cap off. Finally get the cap off, and then I squeeze it in my eye again. And the same thing happens. I have to hold my eye open, and I have to do that, and it's still burning. And I do this kind of repeating. I go back to like the saline solution or whatever, and I'm like this, spraying it in my eye, And I wash my eye with water. I get the other thing. I'm doing that. And after about like a few minutes of doing that, my eye finally started to feel a little better, but it still burned. Like it actually felt like heat hot. Like it felt like the way I could describe it is it felt like somebody was putting a lighter up to my eye and they were touching the flame against my eye. That's what it felt like. That's like the best way I could describe it. And well then after that the pain finally kind of went away, but not really. It was slow, but it was manageable. I could tolerate it. And then I went back to bed, and I was shutting my eyes like I was not gonna open my eyes again that night. No way I'm letting something like that happen. So that's the story. I got ghost pepper in my goddamn eye.